Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a 24-hour readathon. Now, when I was thinking about how I actually wanted to do this, I did think about doing the full 24 hours straight. However, I feel like that would be really stressful and just not fun. And I do want this readathon to be fun. I have some days off work, so I thought it would be a good time to do it, but I still want to enjoy it. And I feel like if there's too much pressure and stress on it, then it kind of might even hinder my enjoyment of the book that I'm reading because I'm going to be forcing myself to read it. So I've decided that I'm going to split the 24 hours into 2 days, and I'm going to try to read 12 hours today and 12 hours tomorrow. I am not going to set a timer. This is going to be more of a chill readathon because, again, I feel like having a timer, it's just going to stress me out. So yeah, we're not going to do that. So I have 3 books that I'm going to be starting with. I do be reading multiple books at once, but specifically for this video, the reason I wanted to do it is because one of the books is The Priory of the Orange Tree, and look how big this book is. I don't think I could just sit there all day and read this one book and that's it. So I am gonna try to get through as much of The Priory of the Orange Tree as I can in the next 2 days, but I'm also 48% through the audiobook that I'm listening to right now. The book is Wild Dark Shore, so I'm hoping to finish that audiobook in the next 2 days. I do like to do other things I crochet and I paint, so I think it'd be fun to just put the audiobook on and do some of my hobbies as a nice little break from physically reading. And then to break up The Priory of the Orange Tree a bit more, I am also going to be starting Power Play. This is the second book in the DC Star series, and I loved Face Off so much. I really enjoyed that book, and I read Face Off very quickly, so I feel like Power Play will be a good one to pick for doing this readathon because it's a quick read. It's easy to just binge it. So yeah, I'm gonna be reading that one on my Kobo, and then physical book is going to be Priory of the Orange Tree, and then my audiobook is going to be Wild Dark Shore. So we'll see how much I can get through within the next 2 days. I'm hoping to finish Wild Dark Shore for sure, and I would like to get through all of Power Play, and then just as much as I can for Priory of the Orange Tree. I want to finish this book by the end of the month, so that's my plan. I'm gonna start with The Priory of the Orange Tree and see how much I can get through in my first sitting. I'm also cat sitting right now, so I'm gonna take the cat outside and read outside for a bit. So yeah, I'm gonna take you guys along and I will keep you updated. That's so cool. Whoa, look at that. Stories of Okay, time for an update. It is currently 11:46 and I've made pretty good progress, I would say. This is a big book, and honestly, I'm on page 117. I'm not gonna lie, I'm struggling a little bit. I feel like this does happen with fantasy books sometimes. There's just a lot of different characters, politics, world building, that I'm trying to get a feel for right now, and I'm just trying to understand what the heck is going on. So it's a little hard to follow right now. I'm a little bit confused. I feel like where I'm at, I feel like from here on out is probably gonna start getting better. It was just the very beginning that I was yeah, I don't really know what's going on, to be honest, and I was struggling a bit to keep track of all the characters and stuff. I was gonna go into what the book is about, but honestly, I don't think I could describe what the book is about where I'm at right now, so I'm gonna read the blurb, and I apologize in advance if I butcher all of these names because I've probably been pronouncing them all wrong in my head. Okay, so the blurb is: The house of Berethnet has ruled Innis for 1,000 years. Still unwed, Queen Sabran the Ninth must conceive a daughter to protect her realm from destruction, but assassins are getting closer to her door. Ead Durian is an outsider at court. Though she has risen to the position of lady-in-waiting, she is loyal to a hidden society of mages. Ead keeps a watchful eye on Sabran, secretly protecting her with forbidden magic. Across the Dark Sea, Tane has trained to be a dragon rider since she was a child, but is forced to make a choice that could see her life unravel. Meanwhile, the divided East and West refuse to parley, and forces of chaos are rising from their sleep. So like the plot is super interesting, and I do think I'm really going to like this book when I get into it and when I start like understanding more the different regions and like the politics and how the world works and the magic and everything. So I just need to get there. I just need to keep reading, and I am going to keep reading later. I am going to stop to have lunch, and I'm gonna listen to Wild Dark Shore while I have lunch. I did listen to a little bit of it earlier while I was doing some chores around the house, so I might as well talk about that book as well. Basically, Wild Dark Shore is about this family that lives on this island, and one day a woman washes ashore, and it's basically, there's like a mystery going on the island, and I don't know how much to say without spoiling stuff, but about why this woman has come to this island. There's like a mystery behind why she has come to this island, and she's trying to discover and uncover something. I'm about 55% through now. I didn't listen to too much of it earlier. I will say, like, I'm not loving the book as much as I hoped I was going to. I know a lot of people really liked the book, and that's why I wanted to pick it up, because I heard such good things and like the plot did seem very interesting. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not disliking it. I'm just not as into it as I was hoping I would be, and I think that's why it's taking me a little bit longer to read. Like I have been listening to this audiobook for like a little while now. Like I think it's been like a week or something. But that's why I thought it would be good to do in this video. I feel like maybe if I just sit down and listen to it for a long time, then I'll get like really into it. And I feel like I'm at a good spot to do that because I've just passed like the halfway point. So things are probably gonna start picking up and like getting a little crazy. We might get some reveals soon, which is exciting because I am excited to understand what is going on fully. And I am wondering if there's gonna be like a twist at the end or something. I'm really curious. I'm gonna go have lunch and I'm gonna listen to the audiobook for a bit, and then I think I'm gonna start Power Play because yeah, I think I just need a little bit of a break from Priory right now. There's just a lot of politics going on and I need something a little easier, you know, to digest right now. So I do have Power Play with me right here on my Kobo, and I'm gonna start that one after lunch. So I'm excited. I am like very much looking forward to reading this book because I loved Piper in the first book. I'm gonna go have lunch and then I will update you guys a little later on my progress. I'm 20% through Power Play at the moment, and I just know I'm gonna be obsessed with this book. I just know. I hope that doesn't change. I hope I'm correct in that feeling. But yeah, 20% through, love Piper, love Liam. I didn't really know much about like what the book was gonna be about before going into it, honestly. Like I didn't know the tropes and stuff. So I'm kind of loving the like fake dating slash he's gonna be helping her get experience in the bedroom. I do think this is gonna be a spicy book. I haven't gotten there yet, but I'm sensing there's gonna be a lot of spicy scenes. I mean, actually at the beginning of the book, there was like an author's note where she was talking about how this book has the most spicy scenes compared to the other ones that she's written. Yeah, I am correct in my assumption that this is gonna be a book that I fly through, which is good because it is why I picked that particular book to read for this readathon, because we got Priory of the Orange Tree, which is such a like this is a harder book to read, and then we got Power Play, which is just like I'm just gonna like fly through it. So it's good to break up Priory with something that's like a lot easier to digest, especially because I'm reading so much today and tomorrow. I'm low-key kind of wishing that I had the audiobook for Priory of the Orange Tree because I think it might help me get through the book a little faster. I am reading it kind of slow because I'm trying to understand everything. Like I don't want to miss anything. But yeah, I am actually 200 pages in now, and I'm definitely more into it now than I was before. I do want this to be a spoiler-free vlog as much as it can be, so I don't want to talk too much about what's going on in the book where I'm at right now. But I will say that I am getting more into it now, which is nice. I feel like I'm starting to get a handle on the world and like the political system and everything. So I'm also really excited about the dragons. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's been a minute since I read a book with dragons and I'm excited about it. I'm gonna read some more before dinner. I think I'm gonna try to read some more of Priory of the Orange Tree before dinner. And then after dinner, I'm going to paint and listen to my audiobook for a while, which I've been really looking forward to. I figured it would be best to save doing that for after dinner when I'm like probably more tired, like give my brain a bit of a break and listen to the audiobook and paint and relax. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm excited. And then I'll try to update again before I go to bed. I'll probably read some more Power Play after, but yeah, we'll see how I'm feeling, so I will let you know. I'm currently standing because I was walking and reading Power Play, and I just finished chapter 14, and I had to talk about it because I'm kind of literally obsessed with this book already, and it's gonna be a problem. One thing I wanted to say that I'm really liking is, okay, so obviously there's gonna be a lot of spicy scenes, as we talked about. However, I really feel like the scenes are gonna be so intentional and they're gonna really help with the character growth, specifically for Piper. I feel like Liam is so gonna help with her like self-confidence and everything. Like it's more than just, oh, he's like coaching her in the bedroom. Literally, he is gonna build her confidence back up that her stupid ex-husband destroyed. And I'm so excited for it. I'm just so excited for it. Also, I'm a little bit in love with Liam already. Why am I talking with my hands so much? I'm sorry. That's all I had to say, really. I wasn't even gonna update yet, but I just wanted to update you guys a bit on Power Play because I am really liking it so far. I'm at 27%. I'll probably film me reading it later just so you guys can see some of my reactions. But also, I didn't want to film myself while I was reading a spicy scene because that's so awkward. Anyway, that's all I had to say. I will update you guys again after. I'm gonna keep walking and read a bit more of this, and then I'm gonna paint. And I will film me painting a little. I'm doing a paint by numbers. Wait, do you guys wanna see it already? I'm gonna show you guys my paint by numbers that I'm doing. I literally love doing these. It's so much fun, and it's just so relaxing where I can just like shut my mind off, put on an audiobook or like an episode of TV and just chill. It's really nice, especially doing it at night after like a full day. So I'm gonna show you guys what I'm working on. I got it off of Amazon and look how cute it is. They're little cowboy boots. I think it'll be really nice to hang up when I get my own little home library at some point in time eventually, hopefully. And I have my like little cowboy romance section. I can hang this up near it. And it's coming along nice. I love all the colors and stuff. Anyway, so this is what I'm gonna be working on later when I go listen to Wild Dark Shore. Anyway, that's all. I'm gonna read some more Power Play first because I'm super into it right now and I just wanna keep reading. So I've reached the plot twist. That's kind of crazy. I didn't see that coming, honestly. I don't want to say what happened because I don't want to spoil anything for anyone if you haven't read the book yet. But yeah, that's kind of wild. I'm really excited to see what's going to happen. I think I'm just going to finish the book now, to be honest. Okay, I'm going to keep listening. I finished it. I was not expecting that ending. Oh my god, I'm actually surprised. Okay, rating, I'm thinking like a 3.5 right now is how I'm feeling because I didn't love the book too much, honestly, like when I was reading it. But then the last like 80%, I was really in it. So I think 3.5 is gonna be my rating, at least for now. That could change. But yeah, the plot twist was crazy and I actually did not expect it to end like that. I liked it. I liked it, guys. I did. Okay, well, that is one book down, which is nice. Going into this readathon, I knew I probably wasn't going to finish many books because I'm reading The Priory of the Orange Tree, and I don't think I can get through that whole book in 2 days. We'll see how much of Power Play I can get through, though. Now that I finished Wild Dark Shore, I'm going to get ready for bed, and then I'm going to read in bed for a bit. I think I'm just going to read Power Play in bed because that's just like an easier read for right before bed. And I'm also afraid if I fall asleep, like I don't want to miss anything for Priory of the Orange Tree because I feel like that could be worse. Whereas Power Play, it's easy to just like, okay, go back a couple pages and like, oh yeah, that's where I was.
Good morning, everyone. It is a new day. Last night, I ended up reading to 45% of Power Play before I fell asleep. I'm loving this book, guys. I love Piper. I love Liam. I'm loving seeing their relationship grow. Liam teaching her how to skate, that was literally so cute. This book is literally just making me giggle and kick my feet. I'm really, really liking it. And then when I woke up this morning, instead of getting out of bed, I decided to read a bit of The Priory of the Orange Tree first. I'm about like 240-ish pages in, I think. I left the book in the other room, but I'm around there. And I'm starting to get more into it now. It's really interesting because I feel like I like the characters because they're so interesting rather than because I just like genuinely really like them as people, if that makes sense. Like, I just find these characters are really interesting to read. I'm liking it. I am liking it. I'm very curious about certain things that are gonna happen. Like Sabran, I really wasn't sure about her at first, but now I'm really starting to enjoy more her scenes, and it's not necessarily because I really like her as a person. It's just because I'm like very intrigued by her. Same with Iad. I think Iad is probably the most interesting character for me to read right now. Also, something I find really interesting is like the world building. Not just the political system. Like, I do think it's cool how they have like the different knights, like, you know, the Knights of Fellowship, the Knights of, I forget all of them. You know what I'm talking about if you've read the book. I do think that was interesting. But also like the different dragon species. That's so interesting. Don't we have like a dragon mixed with a chicken or something? Like, that's kind of crazy. Anyway, yeah, I am liking the book and I'm hoping to get a lot further into that one today. So I'm gonna have some breakfast and then I'm gonna read some more of Priory and then I will update you guys.
Oh no. I know where this is going. Aww. For the first time in many years, the Queen of Innis slept without a candle.
Okay, guys, I have an update. I've been reading. I really locked in with this, okay? I'm on page 392. Oh my god. Look at that. I'm almost halfway. That's so exciting. Okay, I'm really liking this now. Like, I'm in, I think. And the chapter I just read, it was so good. I have loved seeing Sabran and Iad's relationship develop up until this point. Very exciting. I just think the characters in this book are so interesting to read. Like the way they think and the things that they do and the choices they make. It's just very intriguing. Also, I haven't really talked about other characters like Tane and Niklas and Loth and them. I just think Sabran and Iad's storyline I'm enjoying more, but I am still liking the other stuff too. I'm just more intrigued by their storyline at the moment. Look at that. So much progress has been made. I really locked in this morning, I'm not gonna lie. I think right now I'm gonna take a break from reading The Priory of the Orange Tree because I've been reading it all morning, and I'm gonna read some Power Play. I really am excited to get back into Power Play after where I left off last night. So, yay! And then I'm definitely gonna be reading more Priory later today because like I'm in it now. You know, I want to see how far I can get. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to finish this today. However, I'm hoping to make some more progress. Like, I'm still on part 2, so I'd like to make it to part 3 at least, maybe. And then read as much of Power Play as I can. I think it'd be cool to finish Power Play today if I could. I need to see how much I have left in the book because it's not a huge book. Like, it's not completely impossible. I'm at like around 45% right now, so there is still a lot to go, but we'll see. The day is young, guys. The day is young. I'm gonna read some Power Play first, and then I'm gonna have some lunch, and then I will get back to you guys. It is later in the day now, and I'm gonna give you guys another update. I've been reading. I read a lot, okay? So I didn't read as much Priory of the Orange Tree. I'm more focused on Power Play. I think because I read so much of Priory of the Orange Tree this morning, I was like, okay, let me even it out a bit. But I did read a little bit more of Priory. Okay, I have the book right here. I'm on page 454. So that's like pretty good. I'm more than halfway through the book, I think. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. I'm more than halfway through the book, which is very exciting. I feel like it's kind of hard to talk about this book without spoiling what's actually going on. So I'm just gonna give you some general thoughts. A lot has happened. One thing I'm really liking is how the dialogue is written. I feel like the dialogue is written very well. I mean, the writing in general is really good. I really like this author's writing style. And although it was kind of a slow start for me with this book, I am very glad that I pushed through that little beginning that I was struggling with, because I'm really enjoying the story now. I'm even getting more into some of the other storylines. I mean, it's interesting because, like, without spoiling anything, some characters have split up. They're in different areas now. Some stuff has happened. So I feel like the second half of the book is going to be really interesting, and I'm really excited to read it. It's almost like the first half was kind of like setting up what's to come in a way. I also love in books when there's a clear shift between the first half of the book and the second half of the book. For a midpoint of a book to really hit, it needs to be very big and also change the trajectory of the story. And I feel like this book does a really good job at that, because something does happen around the midpoint, and it's so hard to talk about this without spoiling anything. Something happens. I feel like what's more important about what happened wasn't the action, it was how it affects the characters. And I think that's a really cool thing that this book is doing, is it really focuses on the characters and their growth and how they deal with their circumstances. I'm honestly very curious to see how the second half of this book goes. I think it's also very interesting because this book is a standalone. I'm really curious to see how the second half of this book will go and like how the story will wrap up at the end. I'm very curious. I'm glad that I'm like more than halfway through now, because obviously I'm not going to be reading as intensely after today, but I got a very good start on this book, and so hopefully it doesn't take me too long to finish it. Now on to Power Play, because I did say I've been reading a lot of Power Play, and I was not lying. I am now at 80% through Power Play. I'm like so close to finishing it. Honestly, this might be my last update for this video because it's evening and like I don't know if I'm gonna want to film, if I'm being honest. That being said, I'm at 80% right now. I have thoughts and they're all positive. I'm absolutely in love with this book. Like, there's just something about a hockey romance book that gets me every single time without fail. I just love them. I just genuinely love them so much. Like, the romance and the found family in these books are just like, oh my god, they're unmatched. Like, I don't even know what it is. I love a hockey romance. Anyway, okay, this is kind of a spoiler. So if you don't want to hear any spoilers for Power Play, skip a little bit of this video. But when I got to like, I think it's around the 50% mark when they're in Vegas, and you know, they go out, they're all super drunk. Emmy and Maverick get married, which I was like, oh god, I love them. I love them. Anyway, and then they wake up in the morning and Piper and Liam find out that they got married too. I got so excited. I mean, I do totally respect how they handled that situation right in that moment, because like, yeah, Liam is freaking out. Like, he obviously is freaking out. So the stuff he says to Piper, I'm like, come on, man. But you know what? He can't be too perfect, because right now he's just like literal perfection. So it humanized him a little bit, but I feel like his reaction was so valid, like, to how he's feeling internally, and he immediately regretted what he said. I feel like that made sense, and it was like really showing their character growth after he literally is like, no, let's stay married. And also Hudson, who was the only one that wasn't drunk, coming in and telling Liam that it was like all his idea and all the stuff he was saying. Oh my god, I just love it. I love seeing two characters grow so much as people because of the relationship that they're in. And I feel like that's such an important part of romance novels. It's not just about having these two characters come together, it's about showing how each character helps the other character grow as a person. That was like a little rant, but side note, I also wanted to say I love Hudson. I just love him so much. I am really hoping his book is next. I don't know when his book is. I honestly don't know what the next book is, but I'm hoping it's Hudson's because I am in love with him. And like, I do fear how I will react to his book. Because if I'm already so in love with Maverick and Liam, and I've had 2 books to fall in love with Hudson already, his actual book might destroy me. So I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, I'm 80% through. That was around the 50% mark. A lot has happened up to where I'm at now, and I honestly have 0 complaints. Like, I'm just having a good time reading this book. I'm not gonna say any more spoilers, but I feel like what I've said kind of stands for where we're at in the book right now, just like with the character development and like seeing each of these characters grow as people and grow in their relationship. Especially, I find it so interesting when it's like a fake relationship, you know? I think that's why I love the fake dating trope so much, because you're seeing this relationship grow with 2 people who enter a relationship without the intention of it continuing and without the intention of actually falling in love. So when you see it start to happen, it just hits different, you know? It just hits different. So I think I'm gonna stop talking so much. I've been just yapping. I'm gonna read more Power Play because I kind of want to finish it tonight. And I will update you guys if I do finish it. But that being said, I do think this was a pretty successful 24-hour readathon. Obviously, I didn't time it, so I don't exactly know how long I spent reading, but I have been trying to be cognizant of the time I'm spending reading, and I feel like I did do about 24 hours within the last 2 days. I mean, I read a lot. I don't remember the last time I've read that much in 2 days. So I do think this was successful. I finished Wild Dark Shore. I'm 450 pages into The Priory of the Orange Tree, which honestly is a book in and of itself. If this book wasn't like 800 pages, that would have been another book finished, you know what I mean? And then I'm also 80% through Power Play, and I am gonna read more tonight. So that's a lot of reading. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I've never done a video like this before. I've done some writing vlogs on my channel before, but never a reading vlog. So I'm getting the hang of it. Let me know if you guys like how I did it. I'll probably do another one of these at some point in time. I did try to keep it as organized as possible. It felt a little chaotic filming it because I'd like read a bit and then film and then read a bit and then film instead of just sitting down and talking to the camera for a while. Vlogs are interesting. I'm getting the hang of them. But if you do like videos like this, let me know and I 100% will make more of them because I did have fun. And I do really love talking about books and my thoughts and opinions of them. And it's fun doing it as I'm reading instead of just doing it after and talking about my thoughts after the fact that it's finished. I thought it was fun doing like little mini updates. Comment down below if you guys have read any of the books that I read in this video, and I want to hear your thoughts on them. I feel like part of the fun of reading a book is being able to share your thoughts and opinions with other people who have read it. So yeah, comment down below if you've read them and we can have a little conversation in the comments. All of my social media is linked in the description, so if anyone ever wants to reach out to me on other platforms, I'm always open. But that is going to bring us to the end of this video, so I really hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe if you did enjoy. And with that, I will see you guys in the next video.